Hi, everybody. Welcome to our meditation today for Healthy Minds Innovations. My name is Stephanie Wagner, and I'm going to be leading you through our practice today. I'm a trainer and program specialist for Healthy Minds Innovations, and I'm also a board certified health coach. Would love for you to share with me via chat where you live. I already see David's in the room. Wonderful to have you here, and looking forward to our practice today. By way of introduction, Healthy Minds Innovations is a nonprofit that's affiliated with the Center for Healthy Minds at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And we essentially take the scientific insights that come out of the Center for Healthy Minds and we translate them into tools to help people both cultivate as well as measure well-being. So we have this unique framework of well-being that features 4 different pillars, which are awareness, connection, insight, and purpose. You'll notice that via chat, there are some links here to familiarize yourself with our framework and sort of who we are at Healthy Minds Innovation. So feel free to check that out to learn more information. Each week, we've been diving into a theme, and this month really has been all about the theme of spring renewal. And today, we're going to focus on appreciation. So that spring sort of provides this renewal, this energy, and working with sort of connecting with that through the practice of appreciation. The skill of appreciation is something that's actually in the dimension of well being, which is connection. And connections are a set of skills that help us to develop warm, caring, healthy relationships with others and to begin to sort of cultivate and widen this circle of connection around us. Appreciation is the skill of noticing the positive. So it's not that we're trying to, turn something negative into something positive, but essentially what we're doing is we're tuning into the positives that exist around us. But normally we just don't see them because we tend to be overly focused on the negative. So we're going to take this appreciation practice through a couple of different doorways. The invitation here is for you to just work with the practice in a way that feels safe for you. So if at any point I direct you to pay attention to something that doesn't feel right for you, doesn't feel like what you want to be doing, you can certainly pay attention to something else. So invite you to hold the practice in a way that feels meaningful for you. We'll practice for, I don't know, about the next 15, 20 minutes or so. We'll see how long we go here. And let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so get yourself in a position that feels good for your body right now. Might be sitting back in your chair, uncrossing your legs, or maybe even lying down. The idea here is that we want our body to feel a sense of relaxation or as relaxed as it can be, but also a feeling of sort of alertness or wakefulness. So combining these two things in a posture that feels supportive for your practice. And then you can choose if you'd like to practice with your eyes open or your eyes closed. And take a moment to just ground yourself in your practice by taking a few slow, deep breaths. Knowing that you're breathing in and exhaling, letting go and relaxing, even if it's just a little bit. And letting go of any of the doing energy that's propelled you to this point in your day or evening. Simply allowing yourself to connect with awareness through the breath. And now take a moment to reflect on an inspiring motivation. How might your life be different from training your mind in this way to connect with these innate capacities that we have: awareness, connection, insight, and purpose? So, see if you can bring an inspiring motivation to mind. And then, if you haven't done so already, see if you can connect with a wider motivation that extends beyond this practice being beneficial for you. But how might this practice benefit those around you? And see if you can connect with that motivation. All right. So let's begin then by bringing awareness to the body and simply know how your body's feeling right now. Notice any sensations in the body. Simply having a sense that you're sitting here right now practicing. Notice the feeling of your feet on the floor, a sense of being supported wherever you might be seated or lying down. And simply tuning into what your body feels like right now. And whatever's happening in your body is absolutely okay. Might have pleasant sensations, unpleasant sensations, maybe like fatigue. Whatever's happening, see if you can just allow it to be okay. And so now turning our attention to the energy of spring and appreciate the impact that spring has on your body. So, see if you can notice anything positive that the seasonal changes, the light, the warmer weather. What changes have you noticed in your body? Maybe your joints and muscles feel better. You might feel like you've got more energy. Bring a sense of appreciation to the impact that the energy of spring is having on your body. And so you may do this through repeating a phrase in your mind, like, I appreciate that my joints and muscles feel better. I feel like I've got more energy, appreciating that. As small as it might be, see if you can tune into something positive in the body that springtime yields for you. And if at any point this just isn't working for you, you can just allow your mind to rest in this sense of open presence, open awareness. So, not doing anything in particular, just allowing the mind to rest. So, whether you're doing appreciation practice for the impact of spring on your body or open awareness is absolutely fine. And now see if this feels good for you, if you can extend this sense of appreciation to notice if spring has impacted your mood in any way. Do you feel like you've got maybe a little more joy, a little more brightness? So if it's there, great, tune into that. And if not, see if you can just appreciate something small that spring is offering to you, whatever it may be, this energy of renewal. And so, awareness is, of course, at the foundation of how we connect with appreciation. So, there's this sense of knowing what we're appreciating. Might be that we're connected to the phrases in our mind of appreciation, or even just that felt sense of appreciation in the body. So, whatever that feels like for you. So, simply just being with that experience. Hmm. Okay, and you can simply let go of the reflection, allow the mind and body to rest for a moment. You might notice the impact of the practice. Maybe there's some feelings or some thoughts there. That's okay, but simply allowing the mind to just rest in this state of being present and aware. Thoughts can come, thoughts can go. Let them come, let them go. Okay, so now let's try this with the senses. So, spring has the capacity to wake up our senses with the beauty of nature, the colors, the smells, air movement, all of the beauty in all forms sort of can wake us up. So, take a moment to appreciate your senses. Bring to mind your favorite part of spring. Maybe it's the spring flowers, the rain, fresh air, and appreciate the sense that allows you to experience this part of spring. Thinking something like, I appreciate my sense of hearing, allows me to hear the birds, the water flowing, the wind rustling the trees, whatever it may be. So just take a moment to do this for the next moment or so. Our senses are working for us all the time. We simply just don't pause to notice it, notice the positive things that our senses allow us to experience in the world. And taking a moment to cultivate appreciation for your senses. And you can choose another sense to appreciate. Maybe it's the sense of touch, feeling of rain on the skin, grass under your feet, plants in your hands if you're a gardener. Choose something else to appreciate here. Notice when your mind is disconnected from the appreciation practice and just return back to the reflection, appreciating some of the things of spring and the senses that allow you to experience it. So just feel free to take this at your own pace, appreciating the senses that feel the most relevant for you. Okay, and now simply let go of the reflection. Once again, allow your mind to rest. Might notice how you feel. Whatever is happening is absolutely welcome. Allow your experience to be just as it is. You may know as you're resting, you may notice just thoughts kind of passing through your mind like clouds in the sky. You don't need to do anything with them. Let them pass through and just stay in this sort of open, receptive state of awareness. All right, and so now we're going to continue the practice and kind of shift a little bit into the energy of spring and how spring has this freshness, this lightness, this brightness, this sense of renewal and possibility. And so we're going to imagine the energy of spring is the color of a light. Might be a white light, might be pink, whatever color you like. And each time you breathe in the energy of spring, the sense of renewal and possibility in the form of the light. And then just exhale and let go. So each in breath, breathing in possibility, appreciating the possibility of growth, and exhaling, letting go. So let's just do that for the next few minutes here. And it might even be that on the out breath, you're imagining that you're letting go of something that's just not serving you, any suffering, challenging emotions, difficult situations in your life. And so the in breath, breathing in that energy of possibility, And renewal. And on the out breath, simply letting go of what's not serving you. And allow this energy of spring to bathe every cell of your body on each in breath. This fresh energy lighting up all your cells, nourishing every organ and function in your body. And if you can't visualize, that's okay too. Just simply appreciating and breathing in the springtime energy. Even if you can't see it, you know that it's infusing all your cells. And from time to time, you may make the decision that it just maybe feels too activating to work with the breath. And then you can just drop into open awareness, allowing the mind to rest. And then you can reconnect with breathing in the form of this kind of springtime light and exhaling those things that you want to let go of whenever it feels right for you. So let's just do this for another 2 minutes or so. Appreciating the fresh energy that spring offers us. And then you can simply let go of the technique and allow the mind to rest and just notice how you feel. Hmm. All right, you can open your eyes, and I'd be curious, what are some of the things that you appreciated during your practice today? So just as a reminder, we're sort of working with spring as the theme for our practice, appreciating the energy of spring, this time that spring seems to represent of renewal, the possibility to grow and change. And of course, this is possible all the time, but spring just provides such a great reminder for that. So, appreciating if there's something to appreciate in your body about the impact of spring on your body. For me, I feel like my muscles and my joints are much happier when it's warmer. I feel like my energy is lighter because it's brighter earlier in the day. So, really just appreciating all of those things, big or small. And then using the senses. So, springtime has such a beautiful way of waking up our senses to the colors and the smells of the magnolia trees and all the flowers, and just being able to really appreciate the senses and everything that the senses do for us to allow us to experience the world. And spring offers such a beautiful way to do that. And then the third way that we worked with this is just really envisioning the energy of spring in the form of a color, whatever feels resonant for you, and just breathing it in and just allowing your body to sort of be bathed in this sense of spring freshness, and then letting go on the out breath of things that maybe aren't serving you right now. And it seems very appropriate as we're sort of moving into this sort of what I am calling the next phase of the pandemic for at least many of us who are vaccinated, feeling like the world is opening up a bit, being able to be around people, feeling a little safer in social situations. So there definitely feels like a sense of possibility and freshness there too. So that's it. That's our practice for today. Just want to highlight that we've got a really great offering for those of you that have not been through the Healthy Minds Masterclass, or maybe even should decide that you want to go through it again. We are offering the Summer Masterclass starting in July, and I'll be facilitating with Jay Vidyarthi. For those of you that do the meditations on Thursdays, you'll know Jay as a Healthy Minds collaborator. So Jay and I are really looking forward to teaching this class together. We'll also have some scientists join us for the class, so to be able to speak a little bit more from their background about the science. With that said, wishing you well. See if you can carry through the sense of appreciation for the beauty that spring offers, and look forward to seeing you next week.